Well, hi there. It's Paige. Yes, I don't have my current mascot with me because this was just the closest LPS by me. So yeah. However, um, mainly I'm here to expose on Philomena Mumbo. I'm just gonna call her Izzy Mumbo because that happens to be her old name. But speaking of that, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm just gonna call her Izzy Moonbow because that's the only name that she had that I can only pronounce. Um, Izzy happens to be a girl on YouTube who has harassed other people in the community to like force and threaten to audition for her. Now, this mainly coded up with yesterday in Little Lizard's Discord, um, with me, LPS Candy Crush Flamingo, and Little Lizard, of course, which is the host of the Discord and stuff. I'm only saying from what I know. You're gonna get to know more on LPS Candy Crush Flamingo's channel. So, yes. Also, Izzy happens to claim that she is either 13, 10, or 11. I don't know which age she is, but however, in me and Flamingo's theory, she might be older than what she is. But we'll explain that later on, of course. When it had started on my side, well, so this happens to be the cause of a conflict with Blaze LPS and Izzy Moonbo. Now, Izzy happens to send auditions to other people claiming that they had auditioned for it. Meanwhile, they haven't, or they just don't want anything to do with it. Now, I don't have that much information from the situation because it was months ago, but I do have receipts of her apologizing or something. She made apologize live right there. And to me, I kind of felt it really stupid. But, however, so knowing Blaze, she's a really sweet girl. And when this started, specifically, Blaze did not know anything about auditioning for Izzy. She was not even nowhere near close to a part of it. She she specifically said that she didn't want to do it and she didn't even knew about her little auditioning thing. Now, months ago, she happens to made another post sharing Blaze's business, saying that she said yes when she said no. Blaze said no, and I actually happened to find that out today because I happen to be offline most of the time. Not one time Blaze had ever said yes to Izzy Moonbow. So, yeah, here's the post right here. If you can, pause and read. Now, of course, the rest of the community was just, backing up for her and stuff. So that situation got out of the way. Now, I want to talk about 23 hours ago when Izzy had made a post, including with LPS Sparkle, Ray LPS, and Missy underscore 394. These YouTubers specifically was in her post for a audition to her series. Now, I asked every YouTuber. I haven't gotten a response from LPS Sparkle or Missy94. What I know from Ray LPS, she was not interested. Well, I'm sorry. They weren't interested. in they were not interested in, you know, auditioning for their series. Sorry, I kind of misgendered you. If I did, I'm so sorry. I happen to do that a lot. So, yeah. However, Ray LPS wasn't interested. LPS Sparkle hasn't given me a response yet, but nowhere on her channel says anything about Izzy posting something about a audition. And I know LPS Sparkle, and they happen to be the most sweetest persons I know. And Missy underscore 394 happens to be audition. I looked and I had got evidence from Flamingo, thanks to her again. And Izzy, if you're watching this, I hope you know that forcing and begging and, I don't know, asking people constantly to audition for you is not okay. Now, what she has been doing now in Little Lizard's Discord, um, there's their channel right there. But in Little Lizard's Discord, she has been begging people to audition and kept spamming it in the chat. And a lot of people said no, and some people said maybe or something, and some people after that time said, "Oh, sorry, I cannot do that for you." However, she just kept going and going and going and driving us insane. She also happens to threaten people, which is also not okay. You threaten people saying, "Oh, just because of you, now my series is now gotta be canceled or something." And now because of you know how this is more important, you need to do this now. No, no, cut it out because that's childish. Cut it out. It's also mean and disrespectful. So, I, so I don't know. Like begging people, telling people that they auditioned when they didn't is not okay. A lot of people have a lot of mental health problems now these days, and probably have something going on in their life that they probably don't want to talk about or anything. So I suggest you just leave them the hell alone. Now, what happened yesterday with Izzy, me and Flamingo were just having a nice, I don't know, funny little conversations as we always do. Um, and Izzy happens to be interrupting, and and I guess at one point she happens to be mean to Flamingo and said something about rolling her eyes at her when she was just making a reference to the chat, not towards to her. So I had to help her out before she crashes out. I had to help Flamingo out before she crashed out. And I sent a few things, basically telling her and at least trying to advise her to at least try to, I guess, explain what she actually meant. But when she said what she meant, she said something about money, getting her money and getting out of here. Like, if I'm being honest, bitch, um, this Discord is free. You don't even need money to get out. Just get out if you want to. Either way, it's still rude. But when I advise her to at least, explain herself and maybe apologize because it wasn't nice at all, she literally said, uh, okay, she said, okay. Now, that was all she said. Cause ain't no way the last word you had was okay. after I sent that. And then after we kept talking to her, still trying to advise her to at least explain what she said, and also explaining to her that sometimes her disability does not really that much effect on her. It doesn't give you an excuse to be rude to others. Yet she still says, okay, I'm sorry, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know. Now, what part of you thought that was okay? Just saying, I don't know, I just don't know. Like, if anything, if you don't have, like, even if you don't have an apology or, explain something, then just don't say it. Like, just don't say it. And if you don't have nothing nice to say at all, don't say it at all. But then she says that she was dealing with Rainbow Dash Lover Locks. If anybody remembers that person, uh, it's a horrible person right there. That's it. Um, but however, she said that specifically. She said Rainbow Dash Lover Locks she was dealing with. First off, a Rainbow Dash Lover Rocks, I think happens to not be on happened to not be on YouTube a year ago. So I'm just trying to figure out the fuck are you talking about? And also, she is lying, and she happens to also lie on her names on her channel and stuff, because she changed herself to Alaska Sparkle. And I don't think anybody noticed her handle, but it did say Izzy Moonbow. I didn't see it though until now. Me and Flamingo just now seeing that shit. So yeah, that's what happened yesterday. And also, something's happened with a person. I'm probably just gonna say Jay is their name. I'm just gonna say Jay. I'm not gonna give out their full-on handle name. But they had spread some awareness, and Izzy was being really disrespectful towards it. So, if you guys want to know what that happened, stay tuned on LPS Candy Crush Flamingo's channel, because they will explain absolutely everything. I'm just explaining my side. Now, just to conclude this and my thoughts and theories. Well, me and Flamingo discussed today. So I technically I went on a little investigation hunt to find out more. And the thing is, we're already getting fucked up, because in in Alaska Sparkle slash Izzy Moonbow, her description says that she's 13. Now, in one of her live streams, she said she was 10, and also she told somebody that she was 11. But also, guess what? The thing is, if you happen to be if you happen to be 13 years old, you will be born in either 2012 or just in the year 2012. And in it and in Philo, I can't, you know what, Izzy Moonbow, her description says that she joined in, I think, June something in 2013. Now, listen, hear me out. There is no way in hell do you join in the year of 2013. It literally says 2013 she joined. And yeah, she says she's 13, 10, and 11. I don't know which age she is, but in me and LPS Candy Crush Flamingo's theory, she might be older than what she is. And also, I can't really say much on this side because I don't have the receipts right now and stuff. I was actually just observing in the conversation, so I kind of don't remember much. But I did notice that she did happen to defend a pedophile because that person had spread awareness that there was a pedophile in the community, and she happened to defend the pedophile. And I think she said something about, oh, poor something. I don't know. Oh, poor boy. I don't know. But, oh God, I'm sorry. I kind of suck. My hands are shaking. But, yeah, that's me and LPS Candy Crush's Flamingo's Fury. I'm pretty sure she has more, but, my theory is that she might be older than what she is, and she also might happen to be a pedophile herself. But, that was everything from my side. If you want more information, here's the live stream will be in my description. We filmed it last night before before midnight and stuff. I'm so sorry you guys have to hear this on a certain circumstance on July 4th. Happy 4th of July to everyone, okay? Just be safe out there and stuff, and just don't do what this person did. Okay, I know I had a few mistakes back in a year ago, but in other cases, I still want to look out for other people and make sure they're okay. But thank you guys all for watching. Be safe out there. And Izzy Moonbo, if you're watching this, I hope that you know what you did. Because as of right now, you got me fucked up. You got LPS Candy Crush Flamingo fucked up. At this point, you got everyone fucked up. So just learn what you did. Alright? And everybody have a great magical day. Thank you.
Don't you dare go anywhere because, as I said in the video, I did have some last minute, stuff coming in. So, LBS Sparkle had responded. They said they, didn't even know about the audition, so, yep. And also, a commenter commented on my post this morning, or this afternoon, I don't know which. They happened to say that they got attacked by that person too. So, just spread some love out. Sorry, cut off, but spread some love out there. But besides that, after the situation, we kept laughing because Flamingo happened to actually say, you're gonna just leave us on there on the fucking cliffhanger," which got all of us dying. But it was actually mostly because Alaska Sparkle slash Izzy Moonbow happened to she just happens to lie about it, about what she said and stuff. And she kind of said, "I'm gonna go to bed. I'll tell you the truth tomorrow." You thought this was a TV show? Like, oh my god, it was ridiculous. But yeah, I feel like that's it. Anyway, see y'all later.